News.com.au. Joe Biden has given a shameful, rambling answer with question about China's horrific human rights abuses. Written by Frank Chung, who I'm assuming is Chinese, which is why he's probably a little upset about this. He's like, hey, Joe, this is my country. And I guarantee you, when he was watching Joe Biden's town hall, when he was saying all this nonsense, he was thinking to himself, oh my God, wow, oh my God. U.S. President Joe Biden has appeared to downplay China's genocide of Uyghur Muslims, saying, culturally, there are different norms in every country. Mr. Biden made the comments during a CNN town hall on Tuesday night, where he was asked by host Anderson Cooper about his recent conversation with Chinese President Xi Jinping. In that conversation, the newly elected president reportedly pressed his counterpart over human rights abuses in Hong Kong and northwestern Xinjiang province, where more than 1 million Uyghur men and women have reportedly been detained in a sprawling network of re-education camps. I've been covering this for quite some time, and I mentioned it in the video that I did about the NBA when they were jumping on Daryl Morey about him speaking out against what was happening in Hong Kong and the freaking Uyghurs, what the Chinese were doing to them. I remember when you had NBA players who were speaking out against them, the NBA was almost like silencing them. You had people out there trying to like shut him down, and China like canceling NBA games because of what he said. But the fact is, I mean, the truth is the truth, and the way that LeBron James and Steph Curry and James Harden and so many other people acted as a response to that event. I mean, again, I think that LeBron James has a very, very important voice, and that he has definitely done good things. But I thought that he definitely dropped the ball. That he definitely dropped the ball there. In that conversation, I should move on here. Mr. Biden answered by relaying Mr. Xi's justification for the abuses, saying the Chinese president gets it. Chinese leaders, if you know anything about Chinese history, it has always been the time when China has been victimized by the outer world is when they haven't been unified at home, he said. So the central is vastly overstated. The central principle of Xi Jinping is that there must be a unified, tightly controlled China, and he uses his rationale for the things he does based on that. Wow. There's actually video here. There's actual video here, and I want to hear that video. I want to see what Joe Biden has been saying, because that's going to be very, very interesting. I want to hear what Joe Biden says.
Chinese leaders, if you know anything about Chinese history, it has always been the time when China has been victimized by the outer world is when they haven't been unified at home. So the central, to vastly overstated, the central principle of Xi Jinping is that there must be a united, tightly controlled China. And he uses his rationale for the things he does based on that. I point out to him, no American president can be sustained as a president if he doesn't reflect the values of the United States. And so the idea, I'm not going to speak out against what he's doing in Hong Kong, what he's doing with the Uyghurs in western mountains of China, and Taiwan trying to end the one China policy by making it forceful. I said, and by the way, he said he gets it. Culturally, there are different norms at each country, and their leaders are expected.
Wow. That's I'm not sure how to put that. That is oh my God! Wow! Oh my God! It's actually true. It does appear to be true. Mr. Biden continued. I point out to him that no American president can be sustained as a president if he doesn't reflect the values of the United States. And so the idea, I'm not going to speak out against what he's doing in Hong Kong, what he's doing with the Uyghurs in western mountains of China and Taiwan, trying to end the one China policy by making it forceful. I said, he said he gets it. Culturally, there are different norms that each country and their leaders are expected to follow. Cooper asks, when you talk to him, though, about human rights abuses, is that as far as it goes in terms of the U.S., or is there going to be any actual repercussions for China? Mr. Biden replied, well, there will be repercussions for China, and he knows that. And what I'm doing is making it clear that we are going to reassert our role as spokespersons for human rights at the UN and other agencies that have an impact on their attitudes. China is trying very hard to become the world leader, and to get that moniker and to be able to do that, they have to gain the confidence of other countries. And as long as they are engaged in activity that is contrary to basic human rights, it's going to be hard for them to do that, he added. But it's going to be much more complicated than that. I shouldn't try to talk China policy in 10 minutes on television here. Conservatives slam Mr. Biden's response. Is genocide a cultural norm? Asking for a few hundreds of millions of friends. Lawyer Hermeet Dillon tweeted. Former Republican Party spokesperson Steve Guest described it as shameful. Even CNN editor at large Chris Cialza was less than impressed, describing the answer as rambling and hard to follow, although putting it last on his list of 6 takeaways from the town hall. At large, who posted this gif here, making fun of Biden's answer. Oh my God, that is. When you get a news editor at large making a funny gif like this, I mean, that tells you all you need to know. That tells you all you need to know. That is ridiculous. Oh my God. That is ridiculous. That tells you all you need to know right there. That tells you all you need to know right there. No. Listen, I want you guys to understand something. I'm not making fun of Joe Biden here, right? I'm actually kind of concerned now because it makes me think, what is our relationship going to be with China? And is China trying to take over, and is Joe Biden going to let him?